If the Suzuki Swift has not yet attained iconic status, it's mighty close to doing so. In terms of badge recognition, there are few city cars that can touch it. Now there's a brand new one that aims to improve on its 7-year-old predecessor without losing what made the old car so great. Things like nimble driving dynamics, cute design and competitive prices, which now range between 16 and 23 grand depending on spec. So let's take a look at Suzuki's latest entrant into the light car segment and see how it has modernised its most popular model without skimping on that most crucial element, charm. People jumping out of the old Swift and into the new one will certainly notice the difference. The first thing you notice is space. Headroom and shoulder room are definitely better than before, as is the legroom. It's definitely more comfortable back here than a Mazda 2, even though the Suzuki is actually the smaller car. Now it may not look like I've got a lot of space, but compared to the last model, this is luxury. Cabin storage is about on par with a Mazda 2. Good, but not great. There's a lot to like up front as well. The new 7-inch touchscreen is a real highlight. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, integrated sat-nav, and a reversing camera. There's also this lovely sporty steering wheel and these red-lined instruments. It's all very contemporary. Some of the plastic trims are a little bit low rent, but overall, everything inside the cabin feels more grown up than before, which is essential considering how good the competition is. There's also updated safety tech in our top spec GLX Turbo test car, such as adaptive cruise control and AEB. But while I'm rapt Suzuki has fitted a new cabin to the Swift, I'm nervous it might have watered down the driving experience. See, what made the previous Swift so great was its throwback character. Light, nimble and incredibly fun to throw around the urban jungle. This is trademark stuff that Suzuki could ill afford to lose. Thankfully, it hasn't. The tiny new Swift has a stiffer platform, European-tuned springs and dampers, and a new electromechanical steering system. It handles like a city car should, light, throwable, and able to turn on a dime. It's also got a new engine lineup, led by a 1-litre, 3-cylinder turbocharged unit delivering 82 kilowatts, unfortunately matched only to a 6-speed automatic with paddles. The company says there's just no demand for high-spec manuals anymore. You'll have to make do with a non-turbo 1.2-litre 4-cylinder unit on cheaper versions, available with both manual and automatic gearboxes. Further down the track, there'll also be the rally-inspired Swift Sport that will use a version of the 1.4-litre turbo petrol engine from the Vitara SUV. But while the Swift Sport should be an absolute hoot, the 1-litre triple-cylinder turbo engine in our GLX test car is a strong engine with plenty of mid-range pull and a nice raughty note. It's more than sufficient for the featherweight Swift. All in all, Suzuki looks to have done a solid job with the new Swift, which is understandably more mature and high-tech than its aged predecessor, but is still a spirited and characterful car to drive. There are a few areas where it comes up short of its rivals, but somehow I don't think that'll matter to the Swift's legion of fans, and others looking for a fun and reliable runabout at a decent price level. Of course, this is our first look at the all-new Suzuki Swift, and we won't know for sure how it stacks up until we put it into a comparison test against the Mazda 2 and a host of other key rivals. Nevertheless, Suzuki appears to have done an outstanding job and has re-established itself as a major player in the light car class.